Good morning. Welcome back to Bible and Blues and my Live to Explore channel, VidMe. Hey, you know what? I'm all over the place these days. Trying to get more involved in Twitter and stuff. Normally this time of the morning I'd be doing a Bible reading. But due to circumstances of my own making, I had to go all the way back home and pick something up and drive back into work, so therefore I am now late. So this is a drive time video. Yay! So what I want to talk about today is CNN, Project Veritas, James O'Keefe. This is stuff that you're not going to see a whole lot of it on the mainstream media. We all know that. Especially not going to see it on CNN. I've been watching these videos. There's 3 of them now, and I'm going to try to link at least the 3rd one in the description so that you can watch it for yourself. Wow, look at that sun. Sorry about that, guys, but it is kind of dramatic. So anyway, the whole idea that I've talked about Trump derangement syndrome before, several times in fact, and the fact that the mainstream media really doesn't like Trump, doesn't want to like Trump, and will do everything they can to make Trump look bad, and we have proof of that now. And CNN, the monolith of news of the 24-hour news schedule, and they're being called out, they're being caught, and kudos to James O'Keefe. I do like the alternative media. I really love it, and I don't think I'm part of it. I'll do a little commentary here and there, but I mean I do a little media and everything with my Bible reading, but I'm not part of the alternative media. Ooh, look at that car. That's sweet. Saline. It's a Mustang Saline. That thing is gorgeous. So, anyway, I just want to talk about a little, because these guys are finally getting caught in their attitudes. The first video, I wish if I was doing this properly, I'd have notes and have the names of the people, but to be honest, I'm not. I feel bad for some of these people. Especially the first guy, because he's just, he's doing his job. He's just trying to keep his job, and he got called. He got caught telling the truth, essentially, stating that there really is nothing to the Trump-Russia connection, nothing at all. I mean, they have nothing big. They have no big proof about it. Nothing. They just keep writing it. And they're writing it for ratings. They're not writing it for to be reporting the news. They spent a day and a half on the climate accords, and they were instructed by Jeff Zucker, the CEO, I believe he's the CEO of CNN. Okay, good job on that. Now back to Russia. Okay, now get back on the Russia story. And they really got getting caught with their pants down. And then on the second video had to do with Van Jones. Van Jones, it was actually a very short one that I've seen. I haven't seen a longer video of that, and that's just a very small one. In that one, Van Jones saying that the whole Russia thing is a nothing burger, is what he called it, and that's saying something when one of your top content producers, commentators in your news organization, who has worked in the White House with President Obama, is saying that there's really there's no there. How about that? There is no there. So it's very telling about that. And this last one was dropped this morning, and that's one of the reasons why it's like, well, maybe this is a good opportunity for me to do this. The one that dropped this morning, which is the one I'm going to put in the comments in the description below. Is James O'Keefe talking has had one last one where one of his investigators is having dinner with another person. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have their name. You can watch the video and get their name if you so choose. And he's saying, again, that there's really nothing there, and we're doing it for ratings. I mean, calling President Trump a clown. Well, okay, I'm not going to argue that one too much. But then calling their audience, idiots and stupid. I mean, this is caught doing that, basically saying, hey, if you're watching us and paying this much attention to us, and then voting based on what we're telling you, you're kind of dumb, aren't you? So I know a lot of people that get their news, I mean, really from CNN, and will still do it. Their ratings have never been higher, and that's why they're doing what they do. They are attacking Trump strictly for ratings, and there's so much more news out there, and I wish things would happen. I mean, there's so many, so much of us happening in the world and in our own country, and things that are very important. There are things such as, I mean, it's still dealing with Trump, and you can criticize this if you want. The quote unquote travel ban, has been is going forward in it's certainly in a different way than it started out. However, it is still going forward, and so I mean, you can talk about that as something different than the Russia thing. One of the things in the third video, the third Project Veritas video, debris in the road, is that I lost my train of thought. Well, hopefully it comes back. So this has by nature is going to be fully unedited and go straight onto my channel here, this morning probably, if not by lunchtime. So, anyway, so again, there's no there, and if you really there. Oh, I remember now. One of the things he stated was that, and this kind of would have been part of my thinking along this whole thing, is like, okay, so Russia most likely, and I'll be honest, most likely did probably try to influence our election. It's not the first time. As a matter of fact, they have attempted to do this with every presidential election, for decades and decades, arguably since the 40s, if not the 40s, the 50s, definitely. When the Cold War really was ramping up, they definitely tried to. And certainly we have influenced other people's elections. And so I think it's very hypocritical to be so outraged over it, for starters. And then you also have to consider how much of this really was how much did they actually influence the election. I think that has to be taken into account, because by all accounts there wasn't a great deal of influence. Hillary Clinton was just a horrible candidate. It's the only way a person like Donald Trump really could have got elected. If they had run, I can't stand Bernie Sanders. I think he would have been horrible for our country, but I think he could have gotten elected over Trump. So he certainly wouldn't have gotten my vote. However, he could have been elected over Trump. Who was it? Jim Webb. Jim Webb, definitely. He could have gotten my vote. So, so that's kind of what I've got going on in my head right now. Be sure to watch the video. Leave comments down below. I know this is kind of rambling because, let's face it, I can only do so much when I'm driving. I don't have any notes, so there's not a whole lot of structure to this. But leave comments down below for what you think of the video. What do you think about the whole Trump-Russia thing? Personally, I think there's no there, but hey, what do you do? And, have a great day. Be sure to subscribe, like my videos, and comment down below. God bless.